You feel me? All that shit dead. But other
But the
thing,
results haven't come
I'm
in
taking
yet.
Lori on a shopping spree. Cause Lori, that's a good woman, bro. You feel me? Other than that,
That
care about it.
don't ruin her life. She wasn't able to ruin your life.
No,
You
no,
recorded
no,
it.
no. She needs
Don't
to
do
be
that.
put. She needs to be put in
So,
jail.
what do you feel like could resolve this situation?
She needs to be put in jail, or she needs to write 25 letters to my mom, to my sisters, to my kids, to everybody. Other than that, see you at court, bitch. Love y'all.
I'll talk to you later, Bino. We're gonna sort this out, okay?
Look,
He said what he said.
he said what he said, and at the end of the day, the motherfucking day is gonna end. So he sending her to jail. She went in
We're not gonna let
allegedly,
him send her to jail. I
and
don't think.
she sending him to jail, and allegedly Mel went and got grape kit done at the hospital. So allegedly, we just gotta wait for all the results to come back because it's too much alleged shit going on.
I feel like she genuinely did not know what happened. She really genuinely did not know what happened, so she's gonna
I
jump
mean,
to
with
that
the amount of
conclusion.
alcohol that was in her system, I can see that being the case. But I can see his part as well with the snowball effect of the after effect. If it really didn't happen and she knows it didn't happen, now a few days later, processing the situation and looking back on it, why haven't you come back to clear this man's name?
And
So
that's
I
the
can
issue,
see
because
the
then my love,
frustration.
Joyce, and you know I
So
love Joyce down. She kind of brought
right.
it
So
back
it's
up.
not about what
Hmm.
happened in the moment, and like I said, alcohol was involved, but it's always about what the snowball effect is and what you're doing in the after effect. So I mean, I didn't hear nothing of her trying to clear up his name or anything like that. So
And I must say, as a mother, Lori's young. She's a mother. The others, they don't like, aside from I don't want to say his real name, Bino. Um, they don't. He has kids, like he said. This is someone's reputation. Their potential other career opportunities are put at risk. And it's not fuck not at TV. It will never be fuck not at TV. Bino's gonna fix that. But in any case, I feel like this was an isolated incident and it can be handled. I don't think it needs to get to the level of the police being involved and whatnot, especially if the grape kit comes back negative.
no, no,
Um,
no, that's understandable, but also we shouldn't let it. Just like he shouldn't file a police report on his end and let it get that far on her end. We shouldn't even, because what if the grape kit comes back and it comes back negative? And then why did in her mind she knows it was, if this is the case scenario and it does come back a negative, in her mind, if she knows that it's a possibility of it coming back negative, why even let it drag out to the point to where it comes back and it makes you look dumb as fuck, and it makes
and the worst part, when he said his mother, now his mother's looking at him. That has to be really hard. That's got to be really difficult. And
Bro, I ain't never walked into a police station, nigga. For the first time, I walked in a police station to press charges, nigga, on somebody. But nigga, I press charges, blood. Oh, blood. So press charges. We gonna put that bitch in jail, y'all. They're the homies.
So if y'all are just
Oh,
joining,
she trying to play
now
some
that's TV
character.
address
Yeah, on
list.
bloods, nigga. I press charges. No, I'm not. This is not trolling. These is really my cousins, bro. These my blood family, bro. And guess what? We gonna put a belt. We gonna put belt to ass that anybody that play with this shit, they're the homies.
No, you
I,
stop lying. We so serious. Her ass going to jail. She
I
going
press.
under that motherfucker.
I press charges for that.
It's always something.
Nigga,
It's always something.
on bloods, I'm a police ass nigga on
It's
every
What's the kill, Ralph?
always
wait,
something.
going to jail.
Hey, niggas is funny.
Y'all can't see no paperwork. Go look up Pacers, bitch. Dead homies. Yeah, I snitched on that bitch. Dead homies.
Police said me.
hey, what you finna do?
Hey,
You finna
he
sue that
said
bitch
I'm
like
scared.
you finna sue that bitch like the bitch.
But how I'm gonna sue her and she ain't even got shit, bro? Put her ass in jail, bro. Dead homies.
Make
And
her
I'm gonna,
ass sit. Make her ass sit under
and,
that
and then she
motherfucker.
the only way she could get out and she write them letters from jail. Yeah, she damn near raped me. She
Hey,
tried to.
I need a letter too. Y'all got cousin fucked up.
Hey, Blood said I'm scared.
I was scared for my life.
I ain't never been scared.
Oh my god. What's
I
the
need a
deal?
shot of
What's the
Patron
deal, junkie?
Reposado. I had a long day.
Nigga said Patron. When the fuck you start drinking Patron?
Nigga, they don't got down Julio here on the dead homies, bro. I can't do shit.
He drinking Patron?
Nigga drinking Patron. Who that?
Who is that?
Who that?
He was a blast tonight.
He with the blood tonight.
Tonight.
Let me see. Who that?
Yeah. I pay whatever the price. I do whatever she like.
I'm trying to see who that. Where your friend at?
Her friends close by, brother.
Oh, they near?
Hey.
Whenever it's something to
Hey,
do.
nah, hey, look, hey, real shit.
Crazy.
Everybody better. Next time I gotta do anything with any TV, I'm bringing all the homies and I'm bringing 4 homegirls, dead homies. We gonna flip the whole fucking shit. Everybody.
Okay, so if you're just now joining, Bino has
Oh
pressed
my God,
charges
he out being
against
a
Mel.
prostitute.
Yeah, I am.
Hey.
Allegedly.
Hey, you
I'm
so
being a
funny
hoe
'cause
for
you
damn
really be
so.
reading all the comments, fool.
Yeah, I be reading all the comments.
They said I've been a prostitute.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said you been a prostitute.
I don't give a fuck. It's better than dealing being a SA. This
This nigga
motherfucker,
is an
this
idiot, fool.
motherfucker for sale, and that bitch could not buy it.
High price escort, dead homies.
What? Thanks for buying. This motherfucker right here for sale.
He just giving it out. He don't even know what he doing. He just giving it out.
Oh
That's what they
my
said.
god.
Oh, Bloods, they said you just giving it out.
On Bloods, I'm not giving shit out. These bitches gonna get the fuck. Dead homies, these bitches do nothing but lick hands and jump like a dog and bark. These bitches,
Hey, on me. That bitch said she was barking and all type of shit.
She
For
was
she was
barking,
tweaking.
blood?
and said, "Good girl."
Dead homies. Good
Yeah.
girl.
Bino, she was barking.
like
You should have put your toes in her mouth.
I tried.
You
Her
should have
friend,
made that bitch suck your toes.
her friend ain't let me put my toes in. I said, suck my toes, bitch.
Oh my god.
Who her friend was? She cop blocking.
Nah, her friend was she with the Bloods tonight.
Look, somebody said bark like you want it.
How is
my
this funny?
God.
How is this funny? Bitch,
This
because
is
it's funny.
But no, why? Because that bitch
Bitch,
going to
'cause you
jail.
here
That's
watching it, bitch.
we
It's
laugh.
funny.
We
It's
laughed because
obviously
that
something.
bitch is going to jail, bro. That's why it's funny. Y'all was crying earlier with the bitch. Y'all gonna be crying again real soon. They gonna put that bitch in bars. I'm gonna record that bitch
Hey,
and pick up.
hey, no, you really funny as fuck, though.
You mad because it's
Okay, we're going to go back in a second. But if you're just now joining, Bino was live with Now That's TV. Now That's TV has addressed the situation. They're trying to stop Bino from pressing charges. They don't want neither one of them to end up going to prison. As we all know, this right here is a bad look, okay, because you're on live with your homeboys and it's not looking good for you. If you didn't know, this is Lori right here. Okay, a lot of people don't know what Lori looks like because a lot of people are just now finding out that these are people from Now That's TV. I will get back to the live in a second, but I just want to bring everybody up to speed that is just now coming in. So Bino has alleged that he has pressed charges against Mel. Now, the questions are, what kind of charges could he press against Mel? Well, let's take a look at it. Okay, he could say it was sexual harassment. He could say sexual assault. He could say assault because she was hitting him. I don't know if this is all like it's just snowballing out of control. And the one thing that I do agree with, but there was a lot of things that then Now That's TV people did say that I agreed with. But the one thing that I do agree with is I think the snowball effect of all of this is the comment section, the people, and all of that is making the situation elevate to a level that it really shouldn't have. Yes, also false what is that? When you lie on a police report, like it's a lot of different things. I don't know. I will be looking to see if we can pull paperwork to see if we can find that really quickly. I'm gonna hit Henny Legal up, see if we can find the paperwork. But as of right now, they're saying they don't want, Now That's TV does not want the police involved. However, police are already involved. Excuse me, when you call an ambulance, who shows up? The police. So is there a police report already from Mel's end? Is Mel going to be pressing charges once she knows what happened? Like, we don't know how any of this is going to play out, but this is one of those situations where I do feel like the public is making stuff snowball a lot quicker and out of control. Let's tap back into the live. I'm going to tap back out here and there because I know, it could be a bit much for a lot of the people that are down there in the collective.
I
On Bloods, I'm on Stunner Girl Blueface now too, cause I got time. On Bloods, y'all talk about a nigga every other day. Stunner Girl, if you want a nigga to throw you a little something, throw a little something. Come on, bitch, dead homies. Yeah, you know it ain't nothing over here. And Blueface on Bloods, nigga, keep getting the hoes. Cause guess what?
They say, let me see your breasts.
Let me see some ass. Fuck you talking about. She got sweats on, man. They can't see that ass for real.
Bounce that ass.
That tattoo look familiar. Bounce that ass just like your friend do.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Stunner Girl suck a good dick.
Oh my. Everything in this video
I got
is
time,
alleged.
blood. Got that motherfucker on pussy. Stunner Girl pussy blew out. Dead homies. She need to get a PPL pussy.
This is dropping one with the braces.
Your dead homie say, hey, Blueface, you got a perm, blood, on 50s. Nigga, you walking around with a perm, blood.
Oh, blood.
Blueface, you got a perm, blood.
Blood got a comb over.
Follow me here.
Blood got a perm. Oh, bees. Blood got a comb over.
He just passed out like a motherfucker up on 11th floor. Oh, hell no. You got to get his ass up, bro. You know what happened to him? He was
Look at Bino. He over there with the dude.
And he was like, Skip. He passed out watching planes take off, dog.
They be lips that look like that say shit crazy.
About the landing once. Hey, oh, Bloods, nigga. Blueface, you called me a trick, nigga. You just mad you can't trick no more, nigga. That's what we do. It ain't tricking if you got it, nigga. Sorry, nigga. Run them streams up, nigga, and get back to tricking. You have the better bitches. Nigga, that hoes you might get Cola Ray, nigga. Let's
What the fuck?
Lord have mercy.
raise y'all, nigga. Your mama
Somebody would say
raised
y'all can never come back to Chicago. Damn.
nigga, fuck going back up from LA, bitch.
I know she ain't talking about other niggas is crazy.
So
Talking about other niggas is crazy.
nigga, y'all let niggas.
Look,
No,
somebody want to add.
check this out. Nah, check this out. So, hey, no, this is what I really want to know. When other niggas talk about me and other bitches talk about me, why y'all don't say nothing about them? Because what? Because that's what they do. Oh, fuck you. On a dead homies, bitch.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
He over here cooking.
They can talk about me, but I can't talk about them.
Right.
Suck my dick.
The bitch gonna say you act like a kid, baby. Get out of here then, bitch.
Well, get your old ass off of here. I'm 26, bitch. Get out of here, auntie. Old ass bitch. Fuck you.
Blood going hard. He going hard.
He tired of it. He tired of it. No, that ain't good. You
What up
talking
with it?
Okay, I'm gonna intervene again because I don't know about y'all, but this is like clutter in my brain listening to all of this. But we came back in on a good part because he is going in on Stunner Girl and Blueface and all of that. Now, if y'all remember, Blueface and Stunner were on live talking about Bino, and now he's crashing out because of all that is going on. But what I will say is when you have legal proceedings going on, this type of behavior doesn't always look good because if it comes back around in court, this could actually be damaging to the character that he's putting out. Because when Bino gets around his homeboys, it's not always a good look. Think about it. Anytime we've seen Bino with his homeboys, it's always this. Now, this is some serious shit that's going on because if they're playing police games with each other and they're pressing charges on one another, baby, everything is going to go underneath a microscope if it ends up going to court. So I agree. Everybody needs to get off the internet. That's my humble opinion. And that's my 1, 2, 3 pennies that I got to put in there, a nickel, a quarter, and a dime. Let's tap back in.
dick, but I'm making money.
Stop playing with Hot Wheels.
I won't use the F bomb no more. Dead homies, F bomb, F bomb. I got dead friends. You can say that. The F bomb is the thing. Hey, can y'all turn it down a little bit, just a little bit, please? Okay. Okay, thank you. I got in trouble. I got here. Teddy wants to calamari. Nah, I want no calamari, bro.
Let me know something, man.
And they said, you're immature as fuck. Bitch, shut up, bitch. That homies, go raise your kids, bitch. That homies, don't raise me, bitch. I'm a grown ass man. Go raise your kids, bitch. Five,
But you
bitch,
don't like what's going on,
go
get
tell
out
your
of
bum
here.
ass baby daddy grow up. Go fifties. Get the fuck away from me.
You are so hilarious, fool.
Yeah, I really taking y'all niggas with me next time, cause now I'm fearing for my life, and we might have to whoop everybody ass shit around us.
You know what I'm on.
You can't bring no guns to the fight.
That's all right.
They about to whoop and shit.
He go get the
Hey,
whooping
and all you bitch ass niggas on the TV show that been talking shit, dead homies. Yeah, y'all thought shit was sweet. Y'all thought I had one left arm, huh? I'm about to bring all the guys the blender shit on fire
with both arms.
with both. They about to fuck all these niggas up. I don't give a fuck. They socking everything out from training, anything that got a dick with it. They socking it out. Fire.
Bino, look, somebody say I'm telling your mother on you.
Man, tell my mama to pray for me tonight, cause I don't give a fuck.
Oh, bye.
Yo, this shit is burnt out. Nigga, boy, you
Tell my
hilarious, fool.
tell my mama to pray tonight, cause your boy is crashing out.
Oh my god.
She got a cue, huh?
Yeah, she
Not
cute.
cool.
All
I'm off here because I love you, blood.
right, lady bless. Stay dangerous.
Uh,
Okay, y'all. Well, that's it. That was Bino going live with the gang and them making allegations of him pressing charges. Crashing out is crazy work for sure. For sure. But what I will say is that none of this is helping either one of them. Okay, they keep going live, they keep responding to each other. It's just this is a hot ass mess. Henny Glasses in the chat if y'all agree that it's a hot ass mess because what is tomorrow gonna bring? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to get this damn live uploaded because I do have Melanie's live. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to hear it. But earlier today, in case you missed it, I do have the lives that are going on. So earlier today, Mel went live, right? I mean, not Mel, Bino went live, and Bino was showing all of the videos that he has in his gallery from the night in question. And Mel, of course, Mel caught wind that Bino had showed the whole gallery. And there's a lot that was said in the live that she did. I'm actually trying to upload the live as we speak. And you know, she, how can I say this? Mel felt away, and let's just have this conversation. I could also drop the link, so whoever wants to come up, y'all can feel free to come up. Just know, don't come up here on no time, and I'm not with it. I'm not for it. So don't come up here on no time, and we talking about this, okay? So the thing is, Mel said that she did not. She was like, "Oh, so y'all posted the videos on social media instead of sending them to me." And my thing with that is this, okay? You went live from the hospital. You know what I'm saying? You went live from the hospital. So why not have this conversation? You brought it to the internet, so you opened the door for that. And from the minute that everybody saw the video, because I could even be honest, when I first heard the news, and everybody, Henny Glasses in the chat, be honest, if when you heard it, you thought the same thing. Hey, Pop.
Hey.
You talking about now that's TV? She said, let me get
Let me get up there. Let me get
up in here. So I feel like you didn't offer this. They probably felt like you didn't offer the same courtesy. But when I first heard what she said, because what she said is horrific. Let's not act like what she said was not something that would be traumatizing to anybody, right? Because imagine waking up, you're in a room, you don't know where you are, you don't know how you got there, you don't have your shorts on, you don't have your phone, you don't have your keys, you don't know whose room you're in, you see man stuff in the room, you're going to be shook. Because you have no phone, you have no keys, you don't know if you've been violated or not. You might feel like you got violated, you might not. I don't know. She's never said that she felt like she got violated. She's only said she woke up with no shorts on, and that's what made her go get the grape kit. So that situation, hearing that, and then hearing Bino, Lori, I'm like, oh my God. I hope this boy did not do this. I seriously hope this boy did not do this, but what the fuck, Bino? That was my first thought. Then the videos start coming out. So now I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on here? And I'm like, oh man, is she drunk? Was she rugged? Like, and the more the more the videos came out, the more it was like, damn. But there's one thing in this whole scenario that everybody has to know if you don't know already. And I'm saying this for the younger generation, my 15 to 30 people in here that may not know this and above. Anytime a person is inebriated and you have sex with them, whether they're under the influence of marijuana or alcohol, you will be charged with grape. Only thing bothering me is she claiming they wouldn't give her a rug test, and that don't make sense. Well, those testings, when you go in for a grape kit, those are optional. You don't have to. They're not standard. But if you start talking about you think somebody might have slipped you a Mickey, might have spiked your drink, then they're going to start talking about the testing.
Well, I just want to say somebody that experienced date grape before.
Same.
She kind of, I hate to say this, but I feel like she shouldn't have came out and accused him first before she even found out, because we still don't know what the tests say, whatever. But if it comes out that he didn't do it, She's another notch on the belt for people to say we be lying when we tell our stories.
That part.
And that's what's really like hitting me, like giving me trauma, watching this unfold. And it's like, I understand, like, you know, I've been through that, so I know how you feel and stuff, but you don't just accuse people to millions of other people and don't have no evidence. And that's the only thing. If it comes out that he didn't do anything, she's going to have to deal with all the backlash. Like, she thinks it's bad now, it's going to be even worse. So I just feel like she should have waited until she got the results and then said something. You do everything you need to do behind the scenes. Yes, go to the hospital, get your police report, do all of that. But she shouldn't have came to the internet and blatantly accused him of doing something without any evidence.
Well, the thing is, she didn't blatantly accuse him, like outright say it was him, but she was given the scenarios. And in all fairness, she did apologize. But I mean, in this climate, in this day and age where we are when it comes to this situation, we haven't changed from the 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, 50s when a female comes forward and says that she's been great. It's always they're not believed first. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it for me is I agree. I wouldn't have said anything until I had all my ducks in a row. I think that part, you know, I do agree with you on that. Like I wouldn't have said anything. And I've been in that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I know what it's like. If she was spiked, you're never going to remember what happened in those blackouts. They never come back. If you're given certain things, it'll never come back. You will never know what happened. And I did share this on IG. Like it happened to me 11 years ago. Yeah, 11, 12 years ago. It happened to me. And no, I'm lying. It was longer than that. It was like 16 years ago. I still don't remember to this day those moments, those lapses in memory. I've never gotten them back. Even now, no matter how much I try to concentrate, no matter how much I try to focus, no matter how much I try to, it doesn't come back. So
It doesn't come back even if you wasn't drugged, because I swear for God, I don't remember what he looked like. I don't remember his name. All I remember is exactly where he lives at. And that's it. And this is somebody that I was talking to for a minute, like a couple of months. And it's like my brain, because it was so traumatic, my brain just erased his whole being. And I know it happened. I remember what happened, but I could not for the life of me tell you what this man looks like or what his name is.
I agree with this. She needs to stay offline because she's contradicting herself. She apologized, then insinuating, and it's making her look crazy if it didn't happen. Well, the thing that I didn't like the most. Now, if y'all don't know who Mel is, you may know who Mel is without even realizing it. Not trying to be funny, but this is the girl who Ivory threw pee on.
Yeah, the one that came to baddies and then punked out and left before Ivory could get her hands on her. Mm-hmm.
Right. So she, you know, she's been around. Now, what I feel is, I feel like Joyce. Is it Joyce or Joss? It's
Joss.
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 I've been saying Joyce. Joss to me made the situation worse. Because that came right after the apology and the video with Bino. And to my understanding, because you know Apple Juice, she gave me the hot Henny on everything and told me about how Lori set Joss up one time and sent her into a room with two people, and she got set up, and she did the same thing to Billy. Now you can fill in the blanks for what I don't know, but if that be what happened, then that would explain why Joss is so on Lori's a setup queen.
Yeah, but getting set up to get beat up and getting set up for that is two different
things. Exactly. Same thing that Apple Juice and I was in here saying. It's two different things. But either way, Joss is like scarred from that. And then she has like this disdain for Bino anyway. So her voice in that moment, to me, added to the situation. It was heightening it, because you've got Mel's sitting there and she's looking like she really don't know what's going on. She kept saying, I don't know, I'm confused. But what she was doing, what she was saying, well, Lori was there for me. I felt like Lori was being a friend to me. You know, she's been saying that. But when you first came out, that's the problem. When she first came out, it was being made to seem like Lori just abandoned you, and because we didn't have the videos showing anything that was going on, so the way it was coming off, I'm like, what kind of friend is this? Just abandon her? And then me, in my mind, because of all of the Kanika Jenkins stuff that had going on and Shanquilla Robinson stuff, I'm like, see, this the shit I be talking about with my kids. You got to watch her. But then when the videos came and I saw Lori getting the wheelchair for her, Lori telling her, no, don't do that. Mel, stop. Don't do that. No, Bino. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you saw that, and then the video of her and Lori scuffling on the bed. Like you calling her out her name, like you were a belligerent drunk. So she was being a friend. Me personally, I wouldn't have left my friend in the room like that in that state, because again, I'm not thinking just, somebody could come in here and violate her. But what if she choked on vomit while she was sleeping? Like, I need to keep an eye on her, especially being that we just fed her. So that would have been my thing. But Lori and Bino, they're doing the bow chicka wow wow. So that explains why Lori and Bino went in the room together. The homeboy got a whole nother room, and she was in that room by herself. Now, what we don't know is who could have came in that room, if she left the room and doesn't know. We don't know any of that stuff. There's a lot of missing pieces here before conclusions can be jumped to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if she would have did it behind the scenes, you could have got the video of your floor to see if anybody came out of the room. Like certain things you can get without the police like going to get it for you, especially in cases like that. All she had to do was come back like, listen, I went to the hospital already. I had to get this done. I need to see our video. She could have got all the evidence she needed and then came out and said solid, like, this is what happened. So that's why to me it's like, girl, you're jumping to conclusions. And not for nothing, because she said this already had happened to her. It's sad, but sometimes your brain will make you think you're going through another traumatic situation just off of a trigger, and it's not what the situation is.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, in the scenario that she gave, I would have thought the same thing. And yes, maybe it is a trigger from being in a situation already before, but I would have thought the same thing. If I'm waking up and I don't know where I am, I don't know how I got here, I don't know who was in here with me, I'm seeing man stuff, my property is gone, I can't leave, things are being weird, people being weird, like, yeah, I'm gonna want to go make sure nothing happened to me. But again, it goes back to bringing the story to the forefront first before finding out what's going on.
Exactly. And then my daughter brought up a point too. My daughter said, well, if she was that, because we was watching all of the clips, and my daughter was like, well, if she was that drunk and she was fiending to be with him, if she said yes while she was drunk and then you wake up in the morning and you regret it or you don't remember, is that still great?
Yes, because she's under the influence. Because by law, someone who is inebriated, intoxicated, they cannot consent because they're not in the right frame of mind to consent.
Okay. So you hear that, ladies?
You hear that, gentlemen?
Gentlemen and ladies, because it could work both ways.
And it's crazy because guess what? Think about all them times that you sat back and you smoked the blunt and you sipped on a little sip on something and you ended up doing the do. Like, by law, you couldn't consent to that, even though you consented.
Yeah, and I guess that's where the lines kind of get blurred with certain things.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
like I said, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying that he did. I just don't like how she came out with it. And I don't like the back and forth. Like I apologize, then I'm saying stuff. Like when you accuse people of doing things, whether they did or did not, you have to be ready for that backlash. That's how I feel about it. So if you wasn't ready for the backlash, you shouldn't have insinuated what you insinuated. You should have waited. But that's why I'm like, we gotta wait. Like I don't even know what I think about this whole situation until we get if she even tells us what the result of the grape kit is. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to really say too much about the situation because it's like me being a victim of that. I would never want somebody else to feel like how I felt when I try to tell somebody that that's what happened to me, because I know how that feels to not be believed. But then again, I wouldn't want nobody looking at it because I have sons and I have a brother. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to my sons or my brother, and then it comes out that they were lying. So like it's weird. It's a totally yeah.
Definitely. To answer this question, in that situation where both parties are inebriated or intoxicated, whoever is initiating, they have to be a character of judgment when it comes down to whether or not this person is able to consent. So we could both be drunk. And if I'm initiating it on a guy and he's drunk and he wakes up in the morning and he decides to scream grape, I'm going down. Even though we was both drunk, I was the initiator. So in that situation, it falls on who initiated it. Crazy work, right? Ladies, we could have been out here graping and not even knowing it. And I'm not being funny, I'm being for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a very fine line. A very fine line. Because y'all know I smoke weed. I smoke weed. I hang around people that smoke and drink, and most of the time, everybody be on they little whatever rugs they on or liquor that they on when they haven't, you know what I'm saying? When they doing the do. So it just changes your mindset of how you could handle things, how things could get handled. It's just weird. Like it's very weird dynamic because people could use it for the right thing,
as well as the wrong, right?
Exactly. That's what I was getting to, like, because that could be used to against people just because. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm just sad that she even felt that way, for her trauma to be put out there like that, because nobody should ever feel that way. Like, especially if nobody believes you or you feel like the world does not believe you, that's not a good feeling. But we as women, we have to start taking accountability and be more responsible for ourselves and make sure that we don't put ourselves in situations like that.
Absolutely. Like know when is enough for you. And I mean, what I can say is she did take accountability in saying, I don't know how to handle my liquor. And it's time for me to stop drinking. So I do give her props, for saying that, because I would think that this would be, if ever there was a sign that you need to stop drinking, that would be the sign for me.
Yep, that would have been my last date forever.
Well, she's been very adamant that she's not going to be drinking anymore. So, I'm going to wish her good luck on her sobriety, you know. And then I want to talk about this as well, because I don't think that this gets talked about, and this is a good time to talk about this. So she came out, the allegations went out there, right? And now you have somebody who is in the midst of all of it, even though we know, like, okay, the way he was behaving on this live, we should be accustomed to it, right? A lot of y'all who are here from the Krishan sector, who watched him and Krishan together, we know what he's like when he gets with his homeboys. It's that, okay? Oh, well, thank you. Welcome, Erica. She said, sub into this channel. I like it over here. Well, welcome. We glad you here. Bino. He's adamant that he didn't do anything to her. He's adamant that nothing happened to her when it comes to him, right? If he's innocent, imagine what he's going through. And I have to say if only because we don't know. Now he's being drugged through the mud. Now his reputation is on the line. And the thing about it is, once an accusation like that gets placed on a man, they don't come from up under that.
Nope,
Like,
it'll always get brought back up in an
exactly.
argument. Another chick might try to use it against him, all kind of stuff.
Yeah. This opened the door.
But I just hope it's not another academic situation. Because I thought about that too. Because if he's adamant he didn't do it, but she was in his friend's room. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so many scenarios that could have went down. That's why I said I can't even judge what's going on until we find out exactly if it did or didn't. If that makes sense.
No, that makes all the sense in the world right now because we don't know.
Yeah, so I'm just like, but you're right. Like, I know a couple of people that, you know, are on that offender list. And they're on the offender list because a girl was being a 304 and letting them all hit it. And then when her mama found out, it turned from I let them to they raped me. So
exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it could really ruin somebody's life. So we do have to take in account of how he's feeling about it too. And that could be why he's lashing out the way he's lashing out. Because how do you really, especially if you never had no shit like that put on you, how do you really deal with that? Like, that's something that could ruin his life.
Well, I'm not going to say could, because that's going to follow him. It's going to follow him.
You're right.
Just hope he doesn't get put into a situation where somebody else comes out and tries to make an allegation against him that turns out to not be true.
Yeah, you're right. Because whether he did or didn't, people are still going to bring it up. Like, and you know how the world is now with the internet and stuff. Even if they see evidence that you are innocent, if they believe you're guilty, you're still going to be guilty.
Yeah.
And we see that in this sector all the time with Krishan.
Not for nothing. And no offense to anybody. I just be reading comments and analyzing what you guys are saying. But some people are even saying, well, wasn't his father accused of this? And I mean, even if his father was, that doesn't have anything to do with him, but that just goes to show you, like, as a people, we're conditioned that once that allegation is anywhere around a person, anywhere around them, it could be the homeboy. It'll be, well, you know, his homeboy was, you know, his brother was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think this is a messed up situation. Now That's TV did try to go live with Bino, but Bino, if you guys are just getting here, in the beginning of this live, you're gonna see I think her name is Messy Auntie. I know her as JoJo. She was on the live with Now That's TV. Apparently, she works with Now That's TV now. And Bino was on there, and they were trying to talk him out of the F Now That's TV. I'm sending her to prison. They don't want to see either of them go to jail for this. They want to see this thing be rectified and worked out. But you know, ladies, when you're out and about, I know Pop said this, and I just feel like it can't be said enough, especially young ladies. Never get that inebriated. I know for me, I could feel when my limit was coming. So I would leave. There's been plenty of times that I remember climbing up the steps to my door with the cup from the bar in my mouth because I knew, okay, this cup is starting to hit me. I need to go home. But that's just always been me. If I'm too messed up, if I was, when I smoked my weed or whatever, if I felt like I was too lifted, if I felt like I was getting too drunk, I got to get to my safe space. I got to get home.
Yeah, and don't trust that your friends, your so-called friends, are going to take care of you, because Henny brought up Kanika Jenkins and Shanquilla, but it's another girl that just froze to her demise the other day, like a couple of days ago. I think in Chicago, her sister was telling the story, and it was because she got wasted, like real wasted, and she was getting on her friends' nerves, so they left her. They left her stranded, no coke, no nothing, at the club, and she ended up being frozen. So don't think like this is not back when see, this is when I got to show my age. See, back when we was younger, it was more of a girl code. It was more of a code of when you go out with a group of people, whether it was all girls and guys, y'all go together, y'all come back together. If one of y'all come back one way, all of y'all better come back that way. Like, we all lived by that rule. It's not like that no more. Like, people don't have enough empathy and sympathy for each other to really genuinely want to take care of people and stuff. Everything's always aggravating, or you're embarrassing me, or something like that. So you, as your own self, make sure that you're good. Don't ever depend on nobody else to make sure you're good but yourself.
Exactly. Not even your man. Not even your man. So Tyrea, I hope I said that right. If I slayed it, please don't come for me. I didn't mean to. Said, I think they showed her the videos. That's why she was apologizing. She can still feel like something happened. This is true. This is true, because she was sitting in the truck with Bino and he was showing her the videos and she was apologizing. But something happening doesn't necessarily mean it happened with him, because we live in a strange world. Now, I don't know how many of y'all watched the live where Bino was showing the photos and noticed that when the clip of her falling into the potted plant outside, there was a white gentleman there who helped her up, and then you see her going on the escalator with him, and when Lori is racing with that wheelchair to go get her, she's walking with him. Like, she's not even with the group, she's with this man. And I'm not throwing no accusations on him, but Henny Glasses in the chat, if you watch murder programs, so you know how sick, and I'm not saying that because of the complexion of his skin, so don't do that. I'm saying people, okay? People are sick in this world. And you don't know if that man followed them, knocked on the door, let her in. I'm not trying to even put no thoughts into her head either, or add a scenario, but I'm just saying there's so many different things. There was also a security guard there. You know what I'm saying? There was also somebody that she was saying, hey, Papa, too, and saying, I love your D. And, like, you don't know. You don't even know if she got up and left the room. Somebody said that earlier, and I was on the live, and we was like, leave the room without no shorts? What if she left the room with her shorts and came back? You get where I'm going with this without actually going there? There's so many scenarios, but you won't know until the kid comes back. You gotta wait for the kid. And that's why me and Pop are saying, and people down in the chat are saying, she should have waited till the kid came back to bring it to the internet, Miss Tiff 95 said, exactly. I had a friend that would get super drunk, but I had her back and take her home. Exactly. Terry Bankhead 7573 says, Bino needs to send her to jail, because if that was my son and you did that to me and then you found out that it wasn't nowhere, that I wasn't nowhere, press charges on her, because that you don't. so that you don't do it again. Here's the thing I want to also touch on, right? Josh said, and Mel was saying that when they did the kit, they said that her insides was red. Red can mean that you had intercourse. Red could mean that you have a yeast infection, BV, something is going on, with you. And that's why your insides could be red. Now, I'm quite sure they could tell if there was friction. So if there was something that was going on, there should be some type of DNA somewhere around, because them great kits, let me tell you something, they are so invasive. I don't recommend anyone go take one unless you absolutely have to.
Yeah, it's worse than going to the GYN and getting that cold metal thing pushed up in you.
Yeah.
It is the worst.
So if there's any DNA left behind, it don't even matter if it was a fiber of a hair. They gonna find it. Because they check everywhere. They check from the rooter to the tutor.
And don't make no mistake, even if they don't find tearing and ripping, because my daughter said that. She was like, well, if she got raped, it should have been a struggle. But no, don't get it twisted. Because of what Henny said, she was inebriated. So it's already that, even if they find that it was regular sexual intercourse, whoever can still get charged.
Yep. They absolutely can. Because it's not always violent.
Shit, you remember the lady on the news a couple of years ago? She got raped and she begged the guy to put on a condom. And he still went to jail for it and everything. But she said it. She said, I begged him and he actually did it. And I just laid there and let him do whatever he wanted to do to me. And sometimes that's what people do. It don't always be a fight.
Right. And this is a conversation, in all honesty, that we need to be having with our daughters, with our sons. Because this situation, even though we're looking at it as, okay, this is two people from a TV show, from a network, the actuality, the reality of this situation is it's more common than a lot of people think or want to admit to. And what starts out as something innocent can easily turn into something else in the blink of an eye. So you really need to have conversations with your teenagers, with your young adult children, about being in these situations and what to do. And you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids, listen, I don't care where you are. If you need an Uber, I'm going to find a way to get you that Uber, even if it means I got to call the Henny gang and be like, look, so-and-so is stuck such and such, and the Uber is such and such amount. Look, this is the amount. I need this right now to get them home. They're in a bad spot. I'm going to get them home. I'm going to get them to safety. Don't think just because your children are young adults that things don't happen, because it still does. She needs to check security cameras for the floor. Now, that's something that Bino said that he wanted. Like, he wants the cameras footage from the hotel, that he's willing to pay whatever amount. And I do feel like y'all need that camera footage, because it's going to show what happened. It's going to tell you the story, at least, of who was in and out that room, and what, at least that part. At least that part. There
Not for nothing, the way she was acting, it could have been anybody. It could have been, she could have found somebody in the hole. She was really messed up. I didn't even see footage of her with her shorts that she said wasn't on, halfway off. And she still was trying to get Bino to mess with her and stuff. So it like I said, until that footage, that would have been the first thing after I came back from the hospital. That would have been the first thing. I'd have went right to that damn hotel. Listen, I don't know what happened to me. Before I get the police involved, y'all need to give me this footage, or if you don't want to, I'm gonna get the police involved to get the footage.
T Olivia, hey Bookie. Right now I'm highlighting Uniquely's comment because y'all hit the like, get the likes up, y'all. Engage in the chat. Like, come on, people. T Olivia brought up a good point when she's talking about pulling out the camera. Now I know that this is a very like scandalous topic for a lot of people about pulling out the camera. I, for one, personally, I do agree with Joss on one point where she was saying, okay, you got the footage, but what happened when the camera went off? But what Bino was showing was he was showing this was at 7:33. This is at 7:34. This is at, you know what I'm saying? That's the good thing about video. Video is going to give you a date. It's going to give you a timestamp. It's going to give you longitude and latitude. So video can work in your favor. And I do think, and this doesn't just go for men, this goes for females, this goes for anybody. If you are ever in a janky situation, whip that phone out and get your video footage. Even if you are somewhere, and let's say you are in the grocery store to Walmart and something janky start jumping off and you're in that area, of course, get out the area. But make sure that you got footage. If you're getting into it with a store manager or whatever, whip that phone out. Whip that phone out because that's your proof. Now imagine if he didn't have those videos. Now the question becomes, would the narrative have changed? Would it still stay the same?
I think it would have been worse.
I do too.
I think it would have definitely been worse because as people, we're programmed to pick a side. And because she came out first, because, not for nothing, Bino, like, he need to stop messing with the same type of chicks too. Like, leave the baddies, now that TV girls, all that stuff alone because we see what you do. We done seen you come out here and talk bad about Anna, Stunner, Krishan. Like, your persona already is giving, I'm sad to say it, but it's giving a nigga that would do something like that. So if he didn't have them videos, for the people that's been following and knows who he is, it would have been worse because they would have straight believed her.
Yeah, that's true, Hot Shonda. She said, I hate that she has to go through this, but could have been somebody else went in the room when they saw her by herself or knew she was in the room by herself and touched her, one of his friends. We don't know. That's the whole thing. And I really, listen, my hope for this situation is that it was just a misunderstanding, that there was no violation that happened at all, and that it was just a weird situation to wake up into and nothing happened. Because I would hate for anyone to have to go through that, because that's a nightmare. Mentally, it's a nightmare for you to go through something like that and you don't know. You can't even give details. So I'm not wishing that on her. I hope that is not the case. I really hope that it was just a matter of she was out of control while she was drunk, and then she got into bed, she went to sleep, she woke up and freaked out because, hey, first of all, it's very logical to think that she would have pulled her shorts off if her shorts was on when she got into bed, that she would have pulled her shorts off. Them shorts are uncomfortable to sleep in. For me, anyway. I wouldn't have slept in them. I don't like to sleep with, you know what I'm saying? So.
And faux leather, because those wasn't real leather shorts. Faux leather is very hot.
Hot, exactly.
But what I was going to say is the bad part is whichever way the situation goes down, they're both going to be scarred by this, by public opinion. Either way, if it happened, if it didn't happen, if it was a misunderstanding, they're both going to be scarred because if it was a misunderstanding, Mel just put a target on her back to forever be called a liar. Like, people will never believe her again because that's just how people are. Even if it was a misunderstanding, Bino's it's still gonna come up. It's still gonna get talked about. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel bad that both of them are gonna have to, it's gonna be an ongoing life trauma for both of them with this situation.
Okay, never, thank you for the super chat, Yonsei. She said, never leave your drink unattended or uncovered. There's a product on the market called Nightcap to keep your drinks covered. Yeah, so those of y'all who still are out here, clubbing and partying, you might want to invest in some nightcaps to cover up your drinks or whatever. Me personally, I've never set my drink down after that incident happened to me. Never. Because even with my hand over it, it didn't help.
Well, I got roofied. Fortunately, nothing happened that night because as soon as I started feeling weird, me and my homegirl left out the club. But it happened so fast. Like, we're standing at the bar, the girl puts our drinks down. I just turn around to look in my bag to pay the girl. I start drinking the drink, and all of a sudden I start feeling hot. Like hot, hot. Like, mind you, I'm in my early 30s. There's no hot flashes. Like, I'm not supposed to be getting hot flashes, nothing. And I'm feeling real hot. My body starts tingling and stuff. And then my homegirl, like, oh, I feel hot too. I think that from the way that both of us reacted, like having to drive home with the windows down, I peed in front of the dollar pizza thing over there by the by the Jacob Javits Center, the one with the peed in front of everybody. Like, it was so many things that went on after it happened that I know that we got roofied. But thank God, as soon as I started feeling it, I was out. But you never know what could happen. It could happen in a drop of an instant. Like, it's stuff that as soon as you drop it into liquid, it dissolves. And you would never know.
Right. Right. And to answer your question, this was answering your question, Michelle Bradshaw. She asked, didn't she apologize to Bino? Why is he pressing charges? And Future JD, shout out to you, answered the question and said they're waiting on the test to see who can press charges. She only apologized if it wasn't him and it didn't happen. That's what she said. Michelle, go back. I have all of the videos, the live videos posted on this channel. So if you've missed anything and you need to catch up, you can, because the videos are there. Wait a minute, is this the live or is that the video? This is the damn video. I don't know what. Jeez Louise, I done put the wrong thumbnail on the wrong video. See? Multitasking. That's what I get. Okay. So most bars will give you most bars will give you those paper tape covers now for free. I'm also noticing that a lot of places are also giving you plastic cups with the top.
Yeah, the ice cups that you get from the store. Yeah. From the corner store, from the bodega.
Yes. Yes. And I think that is a good way for them to conduct business, because at the end of the day, you got to keep your Patreon safe. I'm not going to come to your club and your club is known for having some wild stuff go down. Rock My Baby says exactly, both of them put themselves in a situation. The day party history keep getting them in trouble. Okay. Future JD said, one of my friends got slipped something. Boy ain't been the same ever since. I was raised in a club. Always know not to do. All right.
You end up like Smokey from Friday.
I slipped myself something thinking it was medicine. I don't want to laugh. I'm sorry. I don't want to laugh. They were in Atlanta. Okay, my thing too, she's been wasted before per her friend. Was this a different type of messed up? Could she have been spiked? Now, that's what Joss is saying, like, and that's what they're saying, like, oh, it wasn't she didn't drink that much for her to be that drunk. So we don't know. I don't know how she normally behaves.
Well, speaking from an ex-drunkard, liquor hits you different at different times, especially as a woman, because we have things called hormones. And when your hormones are at certain levels, liquor will hit you in different ways. Like, I know like when you're about to get that time of the month, liquor will make you feel very sluggish. Like you wouldn't be that upbeat like she is. Like, so, and it's different too. Like every liquor bottle does not have the same liquor in it, if that makes sense. Like even if it's the same brand, see, it depends on the distributor, it depends on where it comes from. Some liquor be more watered down, some liquor be more potent. So it's just like weed and any other kind of rug you can get. You know, they add stuff, they put things in it. So you don't know. I wouldn't. I'm not putting it past that could have happened, but I know as a person that used to like get twisted, so it depends. Sometimes you could drink 4 drinks and you'll be all right, and sometimes you drink that one drink and you ain't drink all day. You might not ate all day, and that one drink might hit you like them 4 drinks would hit you. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
It's all about circumstance too.
She's known for shrooms and being a party girl, and they found a way to fake shrooms too. They found a way to fake everything. I don't trust nothing. That's why I'm glad I don't do nothing no more. Because I don't trust nothing. Caldwell liquor, cheap liquor. And yes, she said that she brought her own bottle with her when she got there. She was drinking on her own bottle. Bino was taking shots from her bottle. Then Lori asked her to go to the liquor store. They went to the liquor store and don't know what happened from there. She said she doesn't remember.
And that's why the drug thing is kind of hard to believe, because if he was drinking out the same bottle you was drinking out of, he would have been acting the same way. But then again, the next bottle could have been tainted. But if everybody was drinking that too, how come Lori and you understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, this situation is just really weird. It's very weird and diabolical because, like I said, either whichever way this outcome comes, they're both going to have this stain on them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Whether it's you're the girl that got graped, or you're the girl that lied about getting graped, or you're the guy that grapes people, or I'm just going to bring it up just when I'm mad at you or arguing with you or to embarrass you, because that's what people do.
But the thing is, she's never outright come out and said that she was graped. She's never said that. What she said was she went to go get tested because when she woke up, she didn't have no shorts on. So she was going to go make sure that nothing happened to her. It wasn't until she got on a live with Joss that she was like, oh, what did they say? They said that your cervix was red. It was red on the inside from you being touched. And when's the last time you had sex? So I don't know.
Well, see, my brain works at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So now I want to know, if you touch yourself, like if you're popping your own self, couldn't it be red too?
I don't know. I would assume so. Is something going in there, right?
This is what I'm saying. It's so many things that could happen. She could have been fiending to get it, and because she was damn sure it looked like she was trying to get it from Bino.
Could have been popping herself.
Yeah, you never know.
And if you don't wash your hands, like if you drunk, you ain't gonna think, let me go wash my hands. Listen, there's so many different things. I don't even want to spin because I feel like spinning is only gonna make it worse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is the cause. This is the effect of her jumping the gun and coming out and saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna be respectful. We're gonna have decorum in class about it and not spin. But you got to worry about everybody else that's gonna spin.
Exactly. Because just because we're not going to do it don't mean that there's not somebody else on another channel spinning it, either spinning it that he's guilty or spinning it that she's lying. We don't know. Okay. And we're not passing judgment over here. We're just talking about it because this is something that's worth having a conversation about. That's like what I said on my Instagram a little while ago. I'm following this story because this is a teachable moment for all parties involved. This is a teachable moment for young people. This is even a teachable moment for some older people, because this situation, it can happen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And we be so quick to jump to conclusions and jump the gun and point the fingers. Not welcome to the press box, hip hop beef. Uniquely, where did you come up with that one? I like that. That caught me off guard. She was trying to get it from Bino. He showed multiple videos of her online today. Yes, I posted that. Oh, you said welcome to the hip hop beef. That's your name. Okay, I got it. He actually posted it to his IG. Yeah, I have his whole TikTok live posted on this channel. Like, he went into his phone gallery and just posted. And I guess he just felt like he was tired of people coming for him, because I was watching his story post and I'm like, the people are starting to get to him. Like, you could see it mounting in him.
Yeah, and I don't mean to sound mean or anything like that, but those videos are very damning to her image, because even if it did happen, a lot of people are gonna say, because of how she was acting, you know how people are, she deserved it, da da da. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's a messed up situation, because either way, it's still gonna be, this is something that if she would have really sat back, I think it was an impulsive thing to jump online, because if she would have really sat back and thought about it, she wouldn't have jumped online that quick. Because nobody wants none, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be called a liar. Nobody wants to be called a hoe, especially if something happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can actually mess a person up mentally and emotionally very bad. But we could say the same thing about Bino too. Nobody wants to be called a liar. Nobody wants to be called a rapist. Like, so I don't know. I really stand on 10 toes on, she should have waited and came out with it.
Absolutely, Paulie. Paulie said they started blaming him without any proof. That is true. Paulie also said, I hope and pray nothing actually happened to her, but things went left when she brought it to the internet and implied that Bino may have done something to her. And of course, internet went off on him. Absolutely. That's exactly what happened. Even Mel said that the comments were getting to him. Yeah. And Bino doesn't handle pressure well. No, we're seeing that right now. Listen, there's some very well-grown adults that can't handle the pressure. And when you've got pressure coming at you from the internet, that's something different. This internet pressure is different, because now you've got a bunch of people that you don't know who are casting judgment and coming at you and dragging you. And you know what I'm saying? Like that, that's a whole different type of beast that you're dealing with. So the videos, I feel like they do make people, because there are a lot of people that are out there like, oh, well, she was doing this and she was doing that. But the videos could also be harmful to him too. You know how? Because he was participating in some ways by telling her to bark, by telling her to lick his hand. Now, when you watch the videos, you do see that they're telling her to lay down. So I don't know if they were doing that to try to get her to go to bed so that she could stop like acting crazy. But you were participating in that at some point. So it could also work against him. But for the most part, I do feel like for her, it's embarrassing. I can understand her embarrassment. I can understand her frustration with the situation. That does not paint in a good light. A lot of people don't even know who she is. but this is their first impression because this went viral. You know, so I feel for all parties involved, if I'm being honest. And maybe that's the empath in me, but I feel for all parties involved. Now, as for how he's handling it now, I don't agree. Hey.
Who we came? Oh, I thought somebody came on the panel. I was about to say,
No.
who we came?
No, my mom just messaged me. I'm sorry. So I'm messaging her back. Yeah, so I don't know. I just dropped the link for anybody else that wants to come up here and add they 3 pennies, a nickel, and a dime. I miss saying that. I remember I used to say that all the time. I'm bringing that back. I miss saying that.
Showing your age, girl, is showing your age.
Hey, listen, my granny used to say that to me. Is there anything else that we didn't cover on this? We talked about the videos. We talked about the okay, so now that's TV. A lot of people are asking if they would be liable. And the thing is, it didn't happen on their property. Even though everybody was drinking while they were on set, the actual incident or situation, let's call it a situation. The actual situation didn't happen on their property. But while they are employed by Now That's TV, they're not really, because I was mad at first with them, like, why aren't they doing anything? But they're really not liable for it. Now, had this happened on set, that would be something different. Miss McCoy said, why was Bino there? Is he going to be on a show or something? Yes, Bino was casted to be on Deja Vu. So he was there to do his confessionals along with Mel. I don't know if Lori was doing confessionals because I don't recall hearing her say Lori was doing confessionals.
The thing with Now That's TV, though, is that all of them be on mad different shows at one time. So you never know what Lori was there for. Because right now, Ivory's on like 4 shows. So, but I think Now That's TV don't want nobody to press charges and stuff because just like Zeus, they have allegations too.
Yeah, and that's what Bino said. Bino said all of them have real allegations against them. I don't know much about Now That's TV. Henny Glasses in the chat if y'all want me to go do a little digging on Now That's TV. Pablo Sanchez said, Hood Trophy who? Hood Trophy Bino. That's another thing that's going to mess with her. Her not having a toxicology. How can she prove she was too drunk to consent? The videos show her intoxicated. That's where I was going with that as well, because I was like, dang, there was something else. The videos could work against him. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, it won't work against him because he didn't, you know, if the DNA comes back that it's not his and there was nothing there, then all good. Whoever, if there's DNA there, that person would then have to deal with the ramifications of her being intoxicated. Yeah, please don't bring her into this at all. This is a messy situation and her name does not need to be tangled up in none of this at all. Their old producer Zoe has SA allegations on him. They removed him, but IG, I guess he's back on the premises, but behind the scenes. Interesting. That's why Landon came out with his story. Okay.
You really getting into the whole Now That's TV. Now you talking about Landon. What's next? You gonna talk about Pootie and Isaiah and T-Lo and everybody?
I've been trying to get her to talk about them.
If you want to talk about anybody, do a deep dive on T-Lo. Cause he just like Lemmy, and I need some answers.
Okay, look, Apple Juice done put us on a case. You said
Rock that tea, Apple Juice.
No, Emo is in New York. She'll be in New York tomorrow. She's leaving me tomorrow morning.
You make it sound sad.
You made it sound sad. When I left to go to the Diddy trial, you made me feel so sad every day almost.
Because I was sad. Mom.
Huh?
I like, okay, how do I explain this? I want this one, but the thing about it is I get 2 of these instead of 2 of these.
But you have to get 2 of those and 2 of those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because why are they saying Nicole, I believe that's her name, is pregnant by T-Lo? What?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama going on over there. And
they got
what's his name? Isaiah? Isaiah got a lot of stuff with him too.
You know who's Social Barbie? Well, it's So Cali Barbie.
SoCal Barbie?
Yeah. And you know that's and they be like, he love me in there. I'm like, oh, for you know. And then I don't know if you know about the new. No. Once it is no such thing as being bi to me. Like, you gotta like something more than the other. There is no such thing as 50-50.
But you like both.
Yeah, you like both, but whatever you prefer more, I don't know. Like, bisexual people, y'all greedy. Y'all just want everybody.
And welcome to the Apple Juice segment. Look, Erica said, yes, it's a lot. Melanie also said the doctor checked her and said that her cervix was bruised and her insides were red. Something deaf happened. She didn't say bruised. They just said that her insides were red. And T-Lo just had a daughter with another former cast member. Look at y'all just spilling all the tea. Oh, Barbie doing her ads. T-Lo been sleeping with the cast members just like Lemmy. Wait a minute.
That's what I'm saying. Just like Lemmy.
Wait a minute now. We getting all of I guess.
They don't sound watermelon mango.
I don't know. She said, damn it. Yes, juice. They saying clock it.
Why are you licking my feet?
All right, so I don't know if I want to take a turn down Now That's TV, like, but it looks like y'all want to.
No, Now That's TV real ghetto.
It always has been.
Zeus, like, but the thing is, like,
Kilo was dating one of the cast members also.
Look, I'll
pick something for Mimi. I don't know what to get her.
What does you know what she get at the buffet? She gets the steak broccoli thing. Look at you. You so precious.
Okay. Y'all just spilling all of it. Okay, so Poppington, why don't you fill us in?
With what? They've been spilling everything. Like, what am I filling in?
I don't know.
Girl, all I gotta say is I've been telling y'all, let's start deep diving over there. Okay? Because besides the ratchetness that is Now That's TV, they have a lot of, like, they don't have storylines. Most of the things that happen on their shows be real life. Like, it happens right then and there. It's real beef and stuff like that. So watching the shows, yeah, you're gonna see people get beat to a pulp, worse than you would see on baddies and stuff like that. But it's actual true situations. So watching it, once you start watching it, you'll know, like Deja Vu. What's the other show? The show with all the X's on it. Like it be so much stuff, but all of them be hunching each other. See, with baddies, the only man really around is Lemmy, so everybody hunches him. Now that's TV, everybody hunches each other.
That sounds a little nasty.
It is.
She said, let's go to the hood. Now, I'm going to say this, and if you are from South Florida, you're going to understand what I'm about to say. When I heard that, let's go to the herd, I heard, fuck that shit, let's go to the Pac Jam. That's what it sounded like to me. She wants us to go to the hood. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's the ghetto. That's not even the hood. Over there is the ghetto.
Like Scarface letting her dude on that dating show sleep with a trans. Listen.
Yes, that was crazy too. And I don't care what nobody say. She was jealous that the dude was more interested in the Transformer than he was with her.
Uniquely, when you heard that, you knew it was about to get real ratchet up in there for a moment. It's gonna get ratchet. It's about to go down. I watch all their shows on Now That's TV. Really?
Yeah, girl, they not like Zeus. It's not just Sunday you got a show. They got about 10 shows. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's every other day that they play stuff. Or it might be even every day. I don't know. I don't be trying to check every day, but they have shows upon shows upon shows upon shows. Like, it's not like Zeus. You get 3 shows at one time, maybe. No, it's about 10 shows every time, every trip.
Diabolical. That is. That was the ratchet 5,000 Ellie. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so it looked like everybody just lit up when we started talking about Now That's TV. But don't they got enough? Aren't there enough YouTubers talking about them? Like, never mind. Shut up, Henny. Shut up, Henny. Well, listen, I was trying to stay on here for at least 2 hours, but I can't do it, y'all. I'm very exhausted. Let me tell you something. Listening to this stuff, trying to chop it up and make it into little videos. If they are doing lives, y'all are going to get the lives. At least now I've started doing a little conversation in the beginning and a little conversation at the end. So y'all got to stay to the end or skip to the end to hear what I said about the live or my thoughts on it. But I can't really, like, once I watch the live, I really don't want to go back in because this is some traumatizing shit to sit back and watch play out on social media. And I'm just being honest. It does. It sounds like they got a lot going on over there. I don't know. Maybe we could watch it on Twitch. Do they be striking people? Let me shut up. Let me shut the up. Yes, you are exactly correct. All the girls that rode together, left together in my day, that's when friends were real, and I'm 57. And that's what I believe. If you go with your friend to a place, if y'all go together, y'all all leave together. Ain't no I'm leaving and tipping off with this dude over here. And unless it's your man, and we know that's your man, or your little slide off piece or situationship, you ain't going with nobody. If you going, we all going.
Listen, I'm such a good friend. I done got in the car with my homegirl while she was hunching the nigga just to make sure nothing happened. That's how good of a friend I am. I'm a pervert too, but that kind of sounds perverted, but that's what it is.
You was just being nosy, girl. Would you have to do that? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know how these people give it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Not really. Now That's TV is like a guilty pleasure, and most people cap and say they don't watch. I really don't watch. I really have not watched since the first season of South Central Baddies. If you start watching Now That's TV, Henny, you have to start from the beginning. Don't start watching from the new seasons. You're not going to understand half the beef, and ish and shit. Sorry. But you definitely gonna be stuck. Look at y'all trying to recruit me to Now That's TV. I feel that way too, but it's not much you can do if they fight you. And Lori pushing her in that wheelchair already above and beyond. I don't know who you're responding to. Definitely done that before. Okay, I don't know where people are. I'm lost. I went down a couple rabbit holes on the owner when DTB was beefing with him. You're okay? Yes, you're okay. Yes, Lady T, on that square biz. Yes, you're okay. All right, y'all. Well, Poppington, is there anything that you want to, any final thoughts or anything that we didn't speak on that you want to speak on? Because I'm ready to go lay down.
No, I just want to reiterate. Y'all go out and y'all having fun. Make sure that you don't have too much fun. Make sure that you can take care of you because you can't trust nobody else to take care of you. Yes, it's bad that you have to be that cautious and you should like I'm basically telling y'all not to trust nobody, even your friends and stuff. But the way the climate is and the way people are nowadays, you have to be about self when it comes down to self-preservation. That's why it's called self-preservation. In a group you could preserve, yeah, but when that group start dwindling, it's just you, and you got to make sure that you're good. You got to make sure that you go home back home to your kids or your parents or your spouse, and it is what it is. And be kind, like show empathy and sympathy. If you have a friend that gets twisted like that, it might be annoying, you might be mad, but you have to realize like you still have to take care of that person. You still got to make sure that they're good because you wouldn't want anything to happen to anybody that you know or love or you call a friend because it won't sit well in your soul for the rest of your life. So
I agree. Beyonce said, nah, don't do it. It's the project, Section 8. Girl, ain't nothing wrong with Section 8 and the projects. True as shit, for real, depend on yourself. Yes, know your limits. Uniquely said, Pop, don't ever be that good of a friend to me.
all right, I got you.
But you not alone, okay? You got a couple in here that's like, yeah, I did that before too. So yeah, I've sat in the house, but I didn't sit in the car. That was a little too close. I don't want to hear that shit. You've never watched? I only watched in the beginning, and then I didn't like what I was seeing, so I tapped out and tuned out because I was like, nah, I don't like this. My circle is small and doesn't do the club thing. I'm too old for the clubs now. I've already did that. I did that when I wasn't even supposed to be in the club, okay? 16 in the club with a drink ban and all. Don't play with me. I already did my club thug dizzle. Anyway, everybody, what I want to say and remind everybody of is that everyone is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, not the court of public opinion. And I know it's very easy for us to get caught up into things, and sometimes we speak out of our own personal traumas and we place them on the people that we're watching. But we always have to remember that things have to play out, especially when they're serious like that, where they're going to affect somebody's life. You got to let the situation play out. But I'm always open to have a real good discussion about some things and take that trending topic and make it a real life situation where it's a teachable moment or something that we can learn from or something that we can just chat about. But I want to thank everybody who tapped in and tuned in. If you were here from the beginning to now, you are the champion, my friend. And if you just came in and you was chilling and you was in here, I don't care. I'm glad that you was here. Thank you, Pop, for coming up and joining me.
Anytime.
I love y'all. When y'all rest well, and we'll see y'all tomorrow for Media Showdown. I did not do it the way Goddess do it. That's okay.
No, and tomorrow is fuck it Friday, so y'all definitely need to pull up because we be like, fuck it, let's go.
Listen, I be on bullshit. On Friday, so
I be on bullshit every day, but Friday I get real bolder, I guess.
You love Friday and Monday. We're working on Wednesday. I know y'all are like, when are y'all gonna do What Say You Wednesday? But we be working on it. But that evening shift is kind of hard for us, but we'll get it together. We'll get it together. I promise we'll get it together. But thank you to all of the snipers in the building. Y'all always do y'all thing. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for coming out. Good night and God bless. Yes, I stole that from Russell Simmons.